We're living in times of extreme partisanship. For those of us who identify as Democrat or Republican, it's an us against them time period. It's with this backdrop of extreme partisanship that I want to take a look at congressional Pennsylvania races in Philadelphia and the surrounding counties. This includes a very brief look at the Pennsylvania Congressional District 2 and 3, which is Philadelphia, Delaware County, Montgomery County, Chester County, and Bucks. Welcome to PA Voter Information Network. This is Larry DeMarco, your host. This is part one of a two-part series regarding the congressional races. In this first episode, first of a two-part series, let's take a look at Philadelphia and Delaware County. In the second episode, we'll take a look at Chester, Montgomery, and Bucks. First, Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Republican candidates don't appear to be getting any support from the National Party, even to help get out the vote in the Philadelphia area. The Republican disadvantage seems too overwhelming, I suppose. In District 2, Brendan Boyle is being challenged by David Torres, and I had an interview with David Torres, the Republican challenger. Notwithstanding his registration, he thinks, speaks, and acts like a Democrat, and is counting on large turnout from the Hispanic community. For more about him, I invite you to watch this interview. Brendan Boyle was state rep in Northeast Philadelphia and has been in Congress since taking over Allison Short's seat in 2014. There are two videos, one where he discusses gun safety and an additional link, which I have saved on my PA Voter Information Network channel. In Pennsylvania, District 3, Dwight Evans has been in office since beating a former Congressman, Chaka Fattah, in 2016. He's been a state rep since He's been a state rep since 1980. Before that, he's been challenged by Brian Leib. There's not much video available for either of these candidates, as neither appears to be spending any money on video. Now let's move to Delaware County. In the 5th District, Pearl Kim is a Republican nominee, and there was a 16-person Democratic primary won by Mary Gay Scanlan, the Democratic nominee. On Pearl Kim's webpage, she wants safe schools, background checks, and closed loopholes for gun purchases, and reduced college tuition. She believes that access to health care is a fundamental right, certainly a democratic principle, but only promises not to cut Medicare or Social Security for current beneficiaries. Pearl Kim is a former assistant DA in Delaware County's District Attorney's Office and states that she successfully prosecuted the first sex trafficking case in Pennsylvania. On the Democratic side, Mary Gay Scanlan has been a law partner at Ballard Spahr, coordinating pro bono programs in support of immigrants, women, children, elderly, education, criminal justice reform, and has been fighting gun violence. She supports a progressive agenda. Here's a BBC report featuring both candidates.
I was a victim of campus sexual violence when I was in college. Going through the criminal justice system as a victim was one of the worst experiences of my life.
I've certainly experienced my share of sexual harassment. It's something that most women experience, and I think at this point in time, we're fed up.
Democracy looks like discrimination in the workplace, sexual harassment, and equal pay. Just some of the issues which have got women talking in the last 12 months. And for many, the only way to change the status quo is by running for office, which is why there are a record number of female candidates in this year's midterm elections.
The Me Too movement relates a lot to my own personal journey. I wanted to become a special victims prosecutor to make sure that no victim was treated the way that I was. Unfortunately, I ended up battling cancer, and that made me realize that life is short, and I wanted the ability to effectuate greater change. My parents came here from South Korea with next to nothing to achieve the American dream, and because they were afforded those opportunities, I have the ability to pursue my American dream, which is public service.
The area of Pennsylvania where I live has been represented until recently by a congressman who was also implicated in a Me Too issue.
Pat Meehan has resigned effective immediately amid misconduct allegations.
I have been a civil rights lawyer and I've been an education and public schools advocate for, more than 30 years in this area. And under this administration, I've seen the things that I've been fighting for challenged every single day.
What's been the biggest challenge for you running as a female candidate?
You get a lot of comments about appearance, always. What should I wear? What shouldn't I wear? Should I speak more loudly? Should I speak more softly? I guess any candidate's going to get some of that, but women seem to get more.
Running as a woman of color, a lot of folks have been extremely excited about my candidacy. But at the same time, I think that there's a stereotype that we're seen as perpetual foreigners, and I am no less American than anyone else.
And what's so staggering about where we are, Pennsylvania, is that not a single woman represents this state in Congress. You are missing something.
Something very obvious.
They are all male.
I did not know that.
The fact that we didn't realize there was a problem at first either, which is part of the problem.
I don't know if it's women have run and lost, or there just haven't been many women out there.
There are a record number of female candidates, but how well will they do this November? One thing is for sure, though, with Mary Gay and Pearl running head-to-head, the state of Pennsylvania will send at least one woman to Congress.
There's additional video about Mary Gay on PA Voter Information Network. She sat down with me in my studio and appeared at a primary forum. Both these candidates appear to be strong. In modern political times, it seems that national news sways the narrative more than ever before, with a Democratic candidate, Mary Gay Scanlan, enjoying a significant registration advantage in the new redrawn 5th District. In the next episode, we will discuss the other Philadelphia suburbs, Chester County, District 6, Montgomery County, District 4, and Bucks, District 1. Signing off, tune in next time. Bye for now.